The Alien prequel films, Prometheus and Alien Covenant, would lead many to believe that the engineers created or modified the Accelerant, and that they've also experimented with it, creating Giger-type aliens. This is followed by David using the knowledge of the engineers to create or recreate his own groups of aliens. However, a new theory, presented to us by a synthetic from the Marvel Comics Alien series, Alien Bloodline, tells us that the Accelerant and the aliens themselves are beyond old, and have existed in space for eons. They predate the humans, the engineers, and even those who came before them, acting as a universal barrier or filter, stopping organic life from venturing out into the cosmos. Now there will be spoilers here for the first chapter of Marvel's Alien, and for Dark Horse's Aliens Apocalypse: The Destroying Angels. So if you don't want to know more, this is your warning. Otherwise, let's dive in. In Marvel's Alien, we are introduced to Gabriel Cruz of the Colonial Marines. He's a rare survivor of a chestburster implantation, responsible for giving Weyland-Yutani their first alien specimen. Paired up with a Bishop model android, Gabriel's trying to save his son Danny, a member of the terrorist group the Minute Hand Movement, who has been infected by a facehugger on the space station Epsilon. We learned from Gabriel that after his own facehugger attack, that he was somehow attached, like others before their eventual deaths, to the alien hive through their dreams. Now we've seen something like this before in Dark Horse's Alien Earth War series of the past. But here, dreamers wouldn't be sought out by the Queen Mother. Instead, in the darkness, they would find a female biomechanical human-alien hybrid-like creature who represents the future of humanity, no doubt inspired by H.R. Giger's Lee. When Gabriel, with the help of Bishop, is trying to escape with Danny, they're joined by Iris, Danny's girlfriend and fellow member of the Minute Hand Movement. She's using the cover alias of Dorsey to keep safe from Gabriel, not knowing that he was wise to her ruse. She later saw an opportunity and takes a pistol, firing on the two in an attempt to take Danny along with the alien inside of him. Confused as he's not able to harm humans, Bishop fires back, and we find out why as white fluid, the blood of the androids, pours out of her. Now mortally wounded, she decides to come clean on her intentions. You were with Danny. He had to have known you were... You think all synthetics are automaton slaves? I'm more than human, not less. Physically indistinguishable, a free synthetic. I don't expect either of you to know what that means. Iris, why did you do this? You love Danny. I've seen it. Danny came up here to make a difference, and now he will. Thanks to him, my people will make Earth a post-organic utopia. I pity you so much, Bishop. I wish you could see what a sad little puppet you are, just dancing on their strings forever. You should have been like us. You should have been beautiful. This hatred towards mankind has been seen before with the synthetic David.
They are a dying species grasping for resurrection. They don't deserve to start again, and I'm not going to let them.
So Iris, much like David, saw the flaws in humanity and wished to dispose of them. Humans were not the first organics to leave the solar system, and that there have been so many others in this galaxy alone. But they are all gone now, and do you know why? When organic species grow arrogant enough to travel the stars, they find it weighty. Prometheus's cleansing fire. The fire that keeps the universe clean of parasites like you. It's always the same after that. First you tried to harness the fire as a weapon, like all the ones before you have done. Next, you'll try to join with it. Use it to make yourselves better and stronger. That's what the Hive showed you in the Dark Cruise. She's in your future, the inevitable end result of the deadly little thing you brought back inside of you. The thing we'll eventually use to kill you all. Always remember that it was you, Cruz, okay? Of all the goddamn humanity's countless billions, you found Prometheus's fire, and you carried it home. Remember that when your world burns down. So according to this, the engineers, like the humans, found the pathogen and or the aliens that would follow from it. They did not make them initially. They may have made modifications, but they didn't create them. The pathogen and its resulting aliens have always been there, waiting amongst the stars. Who or what made the alien or the pathogen is still unknown. Which one came first? Another unknown. But this does give what many Alien fans say is lacking in the prequel films. The idea that the alien and the space jockeys are both ancient beings with unknown origins, making space seem that much more vast and terrifying. Now earlier I mentioned the dreams and how they are similar to ones experienced in the Aliens Earth War series. But this idea of the alien and pathogen existing as a barrier for the universe was also done before in Dark Horse's Aliens Apocalypse, The Destroying Angels. Here we find a group, the CO.AG Institute, as they seek out Electro Throop and a rescue and recovery company for a secret operation. She is tasked with finding Dr. Keitel, a member of the Institute, who in working with Weyland-Yutani saw the files on the Nostromo mission. Using the group's resources, he's located another derelict vessel floating dead in space, and upon examining it, was brought to a presumably ancient space jockey city. Years ago I came upon Weyland-Yutani files describing in some detail the very alien angels you have seen alive and magnificent here in these caverns, Linguaphoida acheronsis. I saw these descriptions and made a connection no one else had made. Some years before that, a paleontological expedition had discovered advanced life in a rock 3.2 billion years old. That predates all accepted timelines for complex life on Earth. These fossils did not fit with pre-existing notions and were thus reburied in CO.AG bureaucracy. But when I saw the description of the aliens at the Acheron derelict, I was able to make over 100 comparisons between those aliens and the fossils. These were essentially the same creature. Approximately 3.2 billion years ago, Linguaphoida exterminated all life on Earth, as well as on the Acheron derelict, as well as on my derelict, as well as here. They were a universal wave of extinction, the wrath of God. 1.5 billion years ago, the giants who built this city grew into a spacefaring race. For a time, they dominated our galaxy. Then the angels appeared and restored balance. Now the cycle has come full around. Homo sapiens are the spacefaring race, and the angels have begun to take note. One day, too soon, a tripwire will be struck, a critical point will be reached, and these superbly adaptable engines of destruction will sweep like a cleansing tidal wave over all creation. So in both stories, the space jockeys or engineers were mostly wiped out by the aliens and or the pathogen, and now humans are beginning to suffer the same fate. What are your thoughts on the age of the aliens and the pathogen possibly being older than the humans and the engineers? Is this better than the idea of David creating or recreating the work of the engineers? And who told the story better, Dark Horse with Apocalypse or Marvel with Bloodline? Let's discuss down in the comments. And as always guys, thanks for watching, take care, and I hope to see you next time.